Welcome to another Coach's CatChat. Joe Stewart here with head Linfield Swimming coach Kyle Kimball. The day you guys are about to leave up for Washington for the KCAC Athletic Center and the Northwest Conference Swim Championships. Kyle, how you doing today? We just capped the end of practice here. It seems like a pretty fun time right now.
Yeah, this is the fun time of the year for sure. Thanks, Joe, for having me.
Overall, how is the buzz, not just with this team, but what's different about this last week and a half than the regular season for you guys?
I think the best way to describe it is just the grind is over. You know, we work hard, we get in, and you know, a lot of times kids are coming in 2 times swimming, doing some stuff in the weight room. You know, working hard all year, working hard in off season, and this is the culmination, and we get to kind of relax and rest and kind of just work on the fine details. So it's you know, it's definitely an energetic and fun time for these guys.
Looking at the last little bit of the regular season for you guys, saw some good competition against Puget Sound in a tight meet there, and then some really big W's over Pacific and Willamette. Not much of an issue getting the win total and the point totals there. How do you feel about the team right now? And the question that every swim coach in the country is asking themselves right now and is hoping the answer is, but how is the team doing right now? And do you think that this group is peaking at the right time?
Yeah, I think, you know, first of all, just the meets in January were great, coming off our winter training, coming off, you know, like I said, the grind, I guess, and getting in some racing. So it was good to see, had some W's and everything, but it was, you know, saw some things that we needed to see coming into this part of the year. And yeah, I think, you know, we've been lucky enough in the last 10, 11 years of my tenure here to peak at the right time. And I think, you know, we tweak things here and there every year, but I'm 100% confident that they're going to feel good on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and it's going to be a fun ride.
Before that Pacific meet, it was senior day, honored 8 seniors. Sizable class for you this year, about average, but a couple maybe bigger than usual. A couple not present, unfortunately, but we know that this group really brought a lot to this program the last few years and the last kind of remnants of the COVID classes too. So they've been through plenty throughout their careers. With this group, what's it kind of like been saying goodbye to them the last couple of weeks, and just what have they really brought to the program in their 4 years?
Yeah, it's always bittersweet to have our seniors. You know, we need them. We need one last push from them for sure. We need the leadership that they're going to bring this weekend. You know, it's always hard. I kind of get choked up every time that I talk about them because they put in 4 solid years here and have been, you know, the leaders of our program. So it's tough to know that they're saying goodbye, but it's also exciting to see kind of the culmination of everything they've done for their whole, you know, athletic career. And it's you know, they get that extra bit of energy. I always say the 2 classes that come in and really do things in a special way are the freshmen and the seniors. Freshmen are coming in and it's all new to them, and so they have this extra excitement. But the seniors, they also know that this is it. So they put it on the line like they have many years in the past, and I'm looking forward to some good leadership and some good racing from those seniors for sure.
Yeah, definitely excited to see what they can do this weekend. All right, 2 years ago, women's team went up there and won the whole thing. Last year, second place finish, of course, led by Kirsty Kepo being an outstanding swimmer of the meet, and just a really nice weekend for that group last year. What do they got to do to get back to being first on the podium again this year?
Yeah, I think we're definitely in the mix, in the conversation. You know, we've been lucky enough to pretty much since 2017 have been able to kind of be in the conversation at least. We did get that win a couple years ago. We're second last year, looking to get back in there. Obviously, that's always the goal. We're going to have to make some big moves in the psych sheet. We're going to have some kids that were maybe seeded 14th get up into the top 8 and do some big scoring jumps like that. So I think our relays are going to be strong too. So you know, I think it's going to be fun. I think we're going to be right in the mix. And you know, on the guys' side too, I don't know if you're talking about that after this, but the guys' side too is, you know, we're coming off a couple years of kind of just being right outside of that top 2. And I think this year we can kind of make a little bit more of a push. We've got some good freshmen. We've got some good leadership on the seniors, and you know, with Rocco and stuff in the juniors class, we're solid on the guys' side too. So should be a fun weekend.
On the relay side of things, always going to be a difference maker at the end of the meet. On the men's side, they got the third best 200 medley time coming in. Women's side just set their season best for 400 free against Willamette, so got to be feeling good there too. What are you liking about the relay teams? Are you still tweaking, still experimenting at all? Are you pretty set with your group?
I mean, unfortunately, I wish I wasn't tweaking, but I still am at this point. You know, I've kind of got like 75% there basically on all the relays, knowing kind of what our lineup's going to be, but it's all going to depend on what we look like tomorrow and what we look like on Friday and Saturday. And you know, maybe somebody's swimming really fast and they're going to earn a spot on the relay, and that's always a possibility. So I do think that a lot of our relays are from in-season times, meaning dual meets. So I do see our relays making a big push on where they're seated at this point. Yeah.
Swimming, certainly a sport that can test your mental toughness throughout the year. And going into a meet like this, it's a different environment than what the team's used to for most of the season. You know, you got the UNLV invite. Sometimes you mix another kind of big meet in there, but for the most part, it's just the duels. How does the approach have to be different in a big conference championship meet like this, and how are you preparing your team mentally for this environment compared to a duel?
Yeah, I mean, that's a great question. I think, you know, all the teams in our conference and most of the teams in the country do this, but the winter training is a preparation because we're on a bus, we're on a plane, we're on in a van, we're doing meals as a team, like all of that stuff they need to do to get used to what we're about ready to do, which is we're going to be on a bus, we're going to travel together, we're going to eat together, we're going to order food together, we're going to be together for 5 days. So, you know, those are kind of like the outside factors I talk about for these guys. And that's one of the reasons why we always find a meet like the UNLV invite to kind of prepare and to be ready for, you know, not only the mental tax, but the physical tax as well. But they're ready, they're rested, they're ready, they're excited, they're energetic, and, you know, we've prepared day in and day out for the outside factors, and we're gonna you know, see it through, and we're gonna have a great meet. So it should be fun.
Excited for it. Wildcats headed up to Federal Way, Washington, the King County Athletic Center, once again hosting the Northwest Conference Championships. That's starting tomorrow, Thursday, the 13th, followed through Sunday, the 16th here. Going to be an exciting few days of swimming up in Federal Way. Coach, thanks for the time, and good luck this weekend.
Thanks, Joe. Appreciate it.